UD 3D auto. Am I gonna get hit by 3D air? How does that work?
3D printed air.
Yes, wonderful.
It's
Hello,
like air, but with all
everyone.
the sprues.
Welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here today with Cat,
Hi.
Mortar,
Is it on?
Oh,
Kirv,
Hello.
and Vinny.
Hello.
Yes, we are unfortunately missing a Romulus today, and Cat is in another dimension currently, so it may sound a little bit different, but I will assure you that Cat is fine and will be returning to a regular dimension for next week. So, are you all ready for this 100th episode?
We've been doing this for 2 years, man.
yeah, I've been doing this for 30 episodes.
What do you mean we've been doing it for 2 years? We've been doing it for longer than that.
30 episodes.
I know.
Man, I've got more
100
grey hairs
episodes.
since starting this.
What's that, sorry?
Grey hairs. They're growing. They're happening.
Oh, fair enough. Makes sense as well. So, quick announcements that I do need to make because obviously I do this every 20 episodes. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for providing all of the audio, sound, music, etc. that I otherwise use for the entirety of my sessions. We play the game on Tabletop Audio or on Tabletop Simulator, sorry, and we are currently playing it 5th edition D&D. Also, thank you to Blackwell Writing for allowing me to use some of their Apothecaria music as well for those select times when I do use it. Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good.
Hit me with your best snake.
No.
Are you going to thank us, the players?
What, for sticking with me for all this time?
For the stress that we create for him.
Absolutely.
He loves it. He
Yeah,
loves it.
Hours
Yeah,
of
you get-
work that he does to create something, and then Dan just shoots it because lol,
Keeps-
right?
Yeah. And then forces me to make something because he shot the thing. Look, that
Hey,
Noctark was
when
supposed to
you're
be a
right,
peaceful
you're right.
encounter of you guys just running away from it, but no. Someone had to
You want-
shoot it and then
was
feed
scary.
feed it a corrupted
It was
familiar.
Scary.
See,
It
what
was
he didn't know
scary
is
and
he had
that
a
familiar
briefcase
looked
behind that
tasty.
tree, and he was ready to do a business deal with us.
He was a merchant.
Yeah.
Business these nuts.
Ah, right. Enough of that. Good to see you all again. I think we should remind ourselves of what the stakes are today. Last session, our party of adventurers, Cat, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny, had delved deeper into the catacombs, overcoming the first trap that, well, they knew about. With a simple fight leading the way and prying the portcullises up from their housings, they set immovable rods in place, allowing them to keep them open should a swift escape be necessary. While Mortar and Kirv were moving up to make room for the rest of their party, they were ambushed by large undead arachnid-like creatures and were fatally wounded, but with some surprising acrobatics from Romulus, both were freed, and the party pressed on deeper down a spiral staircase below. Unfortunately for them, on the way down the party were attacked by strange clay snakes that seemed to be emerging from the walls. And that is where we resume. Back at the top of the initiative order with Mortar, you see your party beginning to move down the stairs in hopes of bypassing the seemingly endless onslaught of these snake creatures that are currently attacking you and your party. Mortar,
Ooh, okay.
it is your turn.
All right. Are there any of the snake things kind of close to me that I can see? Like any of them poking out?
Yes. Yeah, you can see
Okay.
you were recently attacked by them, so you can clearly see that some of these snakes where they have lunged out and attempted to bite onto you with their kind of strange humanoid skulls.
Okay. Mortar is going to use his movement to leg it down here, but in my mind, it's like a leap, like he leaps the entire thing.
Okay.
But obviously, he's going to take attack of opportunity. But to me, he like leaps from stairs to stair, like slamming his shoulder into the wall.
Yep.
A non-graceful display as he's just trying to get the hell out of there.
Okay, so I make 2 attacks versus you. The first
Right.
is 22, strong start.
It's.
Second one is 21.
Do you remember the day when these things couldn't hit shit?
Yeah, they got a +4 to hit. I don't know how
Suddenly
they.
they've had a nap.
Yeah, they have. They've recharged.
These things had a nap.
That's 8 points of piercing damage across the 2 separate attacks.
That's not great.
As you
You
otherwise,
get
Oh,
cut through out
okay.
of Pterodor's range.
run down the stairs, provoking the attack of opportunity. Pterodor can take one of them.
Yeah, he could. Well, can he take it?
Yeah, because he'd be running down the stairs like that, and he'd
Oh, okay.
Otherwise-
right. Yeah. Okay.
a prompt opportunity
then, yeah.
twice during that.
Then-
So
Then let him take one.
okay, so he takes
Ooh,
one lot of
fantastic.
4 damage. Your choice.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
add 4.
Alright. It's a hard decision to
Perfect.
make.
Thank you
but-
very much.
Okay, so you take 4 damage instead.
I'm really torn.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
So that's
It
your
kind of
movement?
like, I don't know, like clips Mortar's like ribs or something, like it just bursts out like the wall and kind of snaps him in the side and he grunts as he lands against the wall. And he's going to spin his gun around, he's just going to start blasting.
If I remember correctly,
Blast.
you had it in Iron Thunder.
Yes,
Yeah, so you could shoot into the wall and hit multiple of them.
it's the plan.
Yep. So go ahead and make me 2 attacks. Because they are otherwise
Okay, I'll
and
roll
gaining
them
the benefit of cover because you are shooting into the wall where they are otherwise embedded. Go ahead and make that so. Their AC is slightly higher.
Is it this one that gets through cover? Oh no, that's the sniper. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the sniper.
Yeah, ignores the sniper ignores cover. Okay,
Yeah. This one just hits 2 of them
so
because it's an AoE.
total of 22 and 21.
Yep. So both of those will hit. So go ahead and roll damage for me, please.
That is 6 plus 5 is 7 for the first.
11 for the first. Okay.
For the second, 5 plus 5 is 10 for the second.
10 for the second. Okay. 2 more snakes die as you otherwise shoot your Iron Thunder, the reverberating sonic shooting through the walls and down the to the chambers below. You otherwise shatter 2 of these clay snakes that were embedded in the wall, ready to strike. You have a second attack.
I did use my second attack.
Oh no,
I
that
rolled both of
because
these.
Iron Thunder hits an AoE, you can hit 2 creatures at once with it. So you're because of how close proximity this is, you can fire it twice and get 2 on the first one and 1 on the second.
Oh, I see. Awesome.
So-
Okay, so I'll roll one more d20.
One more d20, yeah. And this is effectively the third to hit as a result of the 2 attacks. That one.
Okay, that is
16?
not as good, but 15.
15? No,
15.
not quite. With them being embedded in the wall, you're
Okay, no
unable
worries.
to hit any of them, but the sonic does seem to disrupt and dissuade them for a short time. Is that the end of your turn?
But I've used my movement. I don't really have a bonus action I can, or I'm willing to use at the minute. So I'm just going to. But as I kind of leap and I sort of fire my shotgun and stuff, I kind of pat Kirv on the shoulder and I was like, "Can't this train go any faster?"
Nope. You are otherwise travelling downstairs, so the most you can move is one of these
Yeah, I know.
rows at a time. Alright.
Yeah, I know. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. End of your go, we now move on to the snakes go. So, I would like Mortar, Vinny, and Kirv to all roll me d20s, please, and tell me who has the lowest. Unless someone rolls a natural 20.
That's a 19. No, that's an 11. Sorry.
Natural 20.
Okay. Do you
Oh,
wish
shit.
to...
That's it once this session.
So, Vinny,
And
you... So, Vinny would be getting hit by the snakes here, but Kirv, you can choose to take it instead if you wish, because you rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's fucked right now.
How are you feeling, Vinny?
Bad is Vinny.
better than you, I'm gonna say.
Why did that feel like
Can I
flex?
say something like "watch out" that reduces the damage he takes?
I'll give one of the snakes disadvantage.
Okay.
Take what we
You
Oh,
have
get.
to choose.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have to look it in the eyes and tell it.
So Cat, Vinny, and Romulus are going to be getting attacked. So the 2 versus you, Cat. That is a 7 and a natural 20.
Oh, very good.
You take
They both miss.
9 points of piercing damage from the natural 20. And I believe you're already marked. Yeah, you're already marked. So you would take half damage, or you would deal half damage with your stuff. But that doesn't matter for this. Vinny, first attack against you with disadvantage. Yeah, that misses. That's an 8. And the second one is I rolled with disadvantage again, but they both rolled the same dice, so it doesn't matter. That is a 16.
No. I have 21 currently because of defensive flourish.
Okay. And then the ones against Romulus, both the same dice again, so 2 17s. Romulus's AC is... I need to go to his character sheet.
That hits Romulus.
Romulus is 16 AC, so both of those will hit. So Romulus not only will be dealing half damage, but will also be taking 6 minus 5, 11 points of damage, putting him down to 80.
Can the most wounded of us maybe climb on, not Terrador, what's the dragon called?
Reladex.
Treladex.
Good. One of us climb on Treladex, and Treladex take one of us all the way down.
You could.
Treladex
Like,
is stopping
Trelade-
Terrador from falling down.
Yeah, Treladex is currently stopping Terrador from falling down, because otherwise Terrador is
Oh.
going to be rolling with disadvantage on his deck saves. I don't know about you, but a DC 10 looks mighty dangerous for Terrador if he has
For
disadvantage.
sure. It's too high. It's too high for sure.
Okay.
Well, how dexterous is Terrador? -1. Yeah, he's not dexterous at all.
So, Mortar, something that I did do wrong on your turn before anybody mentions it. The snakes were supposed to make your damage do half. However, I also forgot the snakes were exposed, so they didn't have the +5 to their AC. So that extra attack would have hit, but at the same time it would have been half damage, so I'll just cancel that and call
Fine.
it even.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll just nullify that. That's
Yeah.
fine. No problem at all.
Alright, Cat, your turn. The snakes have otherwise jumped out and tried to attack you and your friends, doing a little bit of damage here and there, but more so making you feel weakened and frail.
God. I've had enough of these bloody snakes on these fucking stairs.
Yes. Yes.
The
reference.
I'm going to yeah, no, what have I got cantrips wise? I have got homing blade. I'm just gonna do 2 homing blades.
Okay, so that's 2d4 plus
and-
2.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2.
And those are auto hit.
Yeah.
One more snake is dead.
Another snake bites the dust. Sick. Alright, and as Terrador is going to come down, I'm going to get him to basically drag his shoulder into the skeleton or into the skulls to, finger quotes, attack.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll, please.
Oh, very good.
And as they have been continuously attacking Terrador, of which I forgot I'm supposed to make an attack against Terrador, aren't I? Because he's currently there. So 20 hits Terrador, I assume?
20 does hit Terrador.
Terrador takes 4 points of piercing damage,
Oh, poor boy.
and he will do half
Ew.
damage for the purposes of the attack.
Do you say piercing?
Yep, which he's resistant to, I believe.
Is this magical?
No.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
it only
right,
takes 2.
fair. Okay.
But he still does half damage because he's weakened still.
That is absolutely fine. That is a +7 to hit. I rolled a 12, so it's 19.
19, that will hit. And the
Okay.
damage is...
Give me a second. I need 1d10 plus 3. D10 are
Yep.
green.
Green ones.
Can make 2 slam attacks, but I'll take that.
Okay, first one. So 13 halved to 6. Go ahead and make the second one. Hits.
That hits.
And that's 5 halved to 2. Okay, so yeah, that does enough for another one. As Pterodor otherwise drags his shoulder across the edge of the stairwell, breaking off chunks of skulls, exposing the holes beneath where a number of the snakes have been kind of poking and shooting themselves out and attacking each of you. Pterodor manages to break one free and crush it and smear the clay all across the wall behind him. Pterodor also provokes 2 attacks of opportunity.
What's he did?
That is the highest of those 2 was a 12, so no, neither of those hit.
No.
Okay.
Treledex.
Also make me a dex save for Pterodor, as Treledex is using his action to stabilize Pterodor, I assume.
That is correct, yes. So it's just a normal save, right?
Yep, just a singular dex save.
Ooh. Thanks. That's a 3.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength save for Treledex, please. He has to make up the difference, so this is a 17 required.
Okay, I've got a +4 on this.
So you need a 13 or higher for Treledex.
Come on.
You big rolls in
Well.
this house.
Hey, Cat! Do you want to get your Tides of Chaos back?
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
that's
right?
dangerous.
Okay, go ahead and roll me Wild
Oh,
Magic.
boy.
Hmm.
While everyone's bunched up and you're in the
Could be
middle of
the end
them,
of
what
Kirv,
could possibly go
I
wrong?
literally said sure, and then it dawned on me where we were, and I was like, take back seat? Question mark?
Backsies?
Okay, so this would just be a base level 1. Okay, go ahead and roll me. Vinny and Kirv, can you both roll me a d20, please?
Oh, fuck.
Let me know who rolls higher.
If I don't roll, nothing will happen.
Yeah, and then we'll be stuck here forever. So, 8 on Vinny,
Yeah,
18 on
8 for
Kirv.
me.
18.
Okay, Cat, you are suddenly very terrified of Kirv. And you begin panicking.
I've just
Oh,
scratching
fuck.
her armpit.
You are concentrating on Treledex, are you not?
I was gonna say.
I am, in fact, concentrating on Treledex.
So, let's have you roll, first of all, for the attacks you just took, I believe. Because I made the attacks against you. How many hit? Was it just the 1 or was it 2?
Just a 1.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. DC is 10. Because it's...
I have a...
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. So, you begin panicking.
I was just picking her nose.
Yeah, you are currently frightened of Kirv, which means you'll have disadvantage on your concentration checks until the end of your next turn now. But go ahead and re-roll the chaos, Tides of Chaos for Pterodor, if you please.
Is this Pterodor or Treledex?
Your choice.
Uh,
Pterodor still needs
Treledex
DC
has
10.
17.
Treledex needs DC 17. So,
okay, so Treledex needs 13, Pterodor needs 11. I'm gonna go with Pterodor.
okay.
Right, come on.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
Pterodor made it.
Okay. With the Tides of Chaos in this moment, Treledex is trying to support Pterodor as Pterodor's about to tip off, as you otherwise yelp with the general nature of being frightened of Kirv. Pterodor kind of straightens up, pulling himself upright like, oh, there's more danger, there's something more dangerous, I need to not fall. And Treledex is otherwise able to stabilize Pterodor in the process.
Okay, alright. So that uses Treledex's action.
Yep.
Correct? Okay, but Treledex's bonus action, I'm going to get him to use his breath weapon angled down. So it'll be the opposite
Biggest
direction
curve.
to us and down into the wall.
Okay. So the stairs ahead.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. What am I rolling, and what damage are you dealing?
It is. Hang on. I think this is the resistant, which is necrotic, and its DC is a Dex 17. It's a 30-foot cone.
Okay. Dex 17. So I will roll 3 of these for the sake of the snakes. Okay. 1 failure, 2 successes.
Okay, they don't take a whole lot of damage, but they
It's
take
fine.
it nonetheless.
It's because they were mainly from the cover.
Yep. That is. Hang on, give me 1 second. 2d6 and half and a success, so they still take half damage.
Okay. So 9 or 4. Okay, so 1 snake dies and the other ones are badly wounded.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then he'll go back to holding his obviously recurring actions
Mm-hmm.
to helping Pterodor.
Okay. Vinny, you are
And
up.
Okay. With their like multiple bodies and shared hit points, how is that going to pardon me? How is that going to interact with slashing flourish?
Does that hit multiple creatures?
Yeah, it
Then you'll.
adds the adds the body conspiration onto the damage and does the same damage to another one.
Yeah, then you just get to double up your damage.
Okay. Right. Okay, where a couple of them dived at me to attack and I just barely deflected one of them, I'm gonna slash out with my scimitar,
Mhm.
and we'll see if this hits.
As a general note, you are still dealing half damage this turn because of the weakened
Yes.
effect previously, but obviously that will be
Mhm.
partially negated by the slashing flourish.
Guys,
Yes,
BRB.
if I decide to use
Mhm.
it. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so this is currently dealing 11 plus 5
4.
plus 4.
So
Okay, so 15, so that would be halved to 7. Remember, you get to reroll this if you want to
oh yeah,
see if you get a better number. Okay, so this will be a 4.
no. Yeah, I'll spend the body conspiration as well.
Okay. And this is a slashing flourish, so this will be dealt
Really trying to
twice.
follow
So,
through on the big.
okay. In which case, I won't halve the damage. I'll just take it as it is wholly. So that is 23 points of damage. Okay. As you otherwise perform quick flourishes in the air, slicing off the heads of some of the ones nearby that have been attacking your friends, you take one final
Oh
slash.
no,
and...
sorry, it's only the 8 that's applied to the second target.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't duplicate the entire attack, much as I wish it would.
So that's 23, and that will be halved to 11 plus 8 halved to 4, so 15. Okay. So you otherwise decapitate 2 of the snakes that are otherwise in the process of attacking you and your companions. You notice that there are a lot of corpses nearby, and you don't know if they're going to be letting up, but you've dealt with a large number of them.
Nice.
You have a bonus action?
I can't really go anywhere at the moment. So, if there are more coming, it would probably be useful to attack if there's another target.
Yeah, I mean, I believe... yeah, Cat and Romulus were both attacked, so there'd be more nearby that you could feasibly attack.
Yeah. Okay, so having decapitated 2 that came for me, I'll try and lunge out with my short sword at the others.
Go for it. As one of them begins to emerge, you quickly plunge the short sword into the wall socket. Yeah, that will hit. Their AC is not that high when they've otherwise attacked someone. You otherwise plunge your short sword in, hitting 1, dealing...
That's 6 piercing and 2 cold.
Okay, so that's 8 halved to 4, which does kill that one, because that one was on low health. As you otherwise plunge the blade into the wall, frost begins to emanate from it. As you pull it out, the skull kind of crumbles and the clay begins to, or the soft clay begins to seep out of the eye sockets of the skull itself. Okay, that is your turn. You are no longer dealing half damage for the time being. Okay, it is now the snake's go. So, Cat, Vinny, and Romulus, please go ahead and roll. Romulus got a 14. Remember, it's the lowest person who will be getting attacked.
Oh, 16.
16. And Vinny? So if you roll a 14 or higher, Romulus will take damage. Or take the attacks. Okay.
Nope, that's an 8.
The 2 against you, 16 and 18.
Against me?
Yes.
Yes. Both of those will hit then.
Okay.
because My AC has gone back down.
Okay, you take 8 points of piercing damage across the 2 attacks. And you are weakened once again. Then 2 attacks versus Mortar and 2 attacks versus Kirv.
For it.
2 versus you, Mortar. That is a 19 and a 10.
First one hits.
And the 2 versus Kirv is a 20 and a 16. Dirty 20 and a 16, I should say.
Temporary AC 19. So 20 hits, the other one doesn't.
20 hits, the other one doesn't. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, so Mortar, you take 3 points of piercing damage, and Kirv, you take 5 points of piercing damage, and both of you are now weakened for your next turn. Okay.
Oh boy, okay, yep.
Alright, end of their go. It is now Romulus's go. Romulus is going to begin by moving to allow Vinny's movement, if you're holding it, to go, if you would like to.
Yeah, I'll use that to move up.
Okay, and Cat, I believe you were doing the same?
Keep moving.
Yeah, same. Exactly the same.
Okay, so now that you have made it to this section of the stairs, only 1 attack per person. 15 misses Romulus, 14 misses Vinny, and 13 misses Cat.
Mhm.
Happening in sequence there, that's quite nice.
Hey, look at that.
And Romulus is then going to take 2 swings. He is going to Reckless, because why not? It's Romulus. Can't remember what weapon he's using, probably Stagger, so I'll just roll these. Roll again, because he gets the higher of the 2. So he gets a 6 and a 3. So he does 9 plus... What does Stagger do? 9 plus 7. Ooh. So it's 16 halved to 8. And then the second attack... 2 4s. Oof. Luckily they attacked him, so actually that does hit. So then he gets to roll his damage. Doing a 5 and a 6, which is 11 plus 7, 18, halved to 9. As he cuts down another set of the snakes.
Nice.
Okay, that will
Like
end
to
his
see.
turn.
Is it?
Hmm?
Does it look like there's any end to this?
That there's any...
Excuse me.
End to this.
Any end to the snakes? Yeah.
As we get to the next round of combat, no more snakes seem to attack. It seems Romulus did kill the last of the few snakes that are willing to attack you, and if there are any more, they are holding back, or they have all been dealt with.
Yeah.
Just as you asked that question, he kills the last ones. Okay.
Is everyone okay?
Just about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're all still alive, right?
Mm-hmm. Though one bit
Also
me
check.
is really inconvenient. Okay.
No time to waste. Let's push on.
Mm-hmm. if everything's all stable and things now, Pterodor will resume being at the back and Treladex will go back to being on the front.
Okay.
How badly is everyone doing?
I'm pretty
I'm-
hurt.
I'm okay.
Well, if you were to ask me on a scale of 1 to 84, I'm doing about 12.
And remind me, Sentinel Ward lasts how long?
A minute, so it'll wear off.
Okay, so your temporary AC that you have, Kirv, will be gone now.
Don't suppose the disadvantage on attack rolls disappears.
What was that from?
It was last session.
I don't remember what that was from, so that probably has disappeared.
Well, that would be nice.
Please.
Okay. So, Does-
How is Romulus doing?
Romulus is on, I think it was 80 out of 100. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, Romulus is good. And he's also not noted down if he's used any hit die, although I don't think he has, so he's fine for a bit. Although he has only got 1 rage left.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, but he's got second wind and 2 giant's might, so he's got that in his pocket. So, you're otherwise continuing down the stairs, carefully stepping as you go. As you continue further and further down, I would like everyone to roll me d20s, please.
Oh. Are you sure?
14.
2.
One last surprise attack. 6.
Okay.
As well.
Could you also roll for Pterodor and Treladex, please, as well?
Aye. 12 and 19.
Okay. So, let's see. We have... Okay. Romulus failed. Mortar?
2.
2. You failed. Cat?
No.
6.
6.
Am I adding anything to
Big
this?
numbers
Nope.
tonight.
You also failed. Kirv?
14.
Rolls, big rolls. Well done, yeah.
14. You succeeded. Vinny?
Woo.
6 for me as well.
6 for you as well. That's also a fail. So, as all of you are heading down the stairs, getting closer and closer to the bottom, you all begin to feel almost this strange sensation, with the exception of you, Kirv, who, to you, this doesn't feel too strange. As you begin to feel almost this light heat to the air around you, as you're stepping down, getting further and further into the ground itself. And in that moment, you're beginning to breathe. The 2 summons are fine, it seems. Pterodor and Treladex are okay with this, as you're beginning to breathe heavily. All of you except for Kirv, begin to feel a little bit fatigued.
You guys aren't looking too sharp.
It's hot as hell down here.
Not quite.
That's an expression. Get off my ass. Oh man, whew.
You think
It's
there's
been
a
a long
problem
Anybody
with
else
Kirv?
feeling there, or is that just me?
On these stairs, man. Don't know if I ever told you this, but we are built for stairs.
You guys need to work out more.
I have extra legs.
I wish I had extra fucks to give. Right now it's too damn hot.
You guys alright to keep going? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love a break.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Keep going. Just
We're at the tippy top of our condition. Never felt better.
Yeah, sounds like it.
You sound like you've aged 30 years.
Shut up, whippersnapper.
You otherwise arrive at the bottom of the stairs. Around you, it begins to open up. The stairs becoming more of a independent section almost of this, where the walls around you begin to give way, and you can see around you what looks to be a large open area. You can see there are alcoves in all sections of the walls with these coffins. You can see more of the urns and braziers around here. These ones don't seem to have candles on them, coffins wise. And you can see what looks to be a corridor leading off directly from the stairwells, or opposite the stairwell, sorry.
We have a second. Just need to catch my breath. Fuck it.
I wonder what's causing that heat.
Oh, who knows?
Did you want to make a
Oh,
nature
my
check?
God.
We near the center of the earth already?
I'll make a nature check.
Go for it.
Don't know how
Am I
big
am
the
I
Earth
any
is.
good at
but
nature checks?
probably.
How do I?
It's pretty big.
Oh,
I mean,
wait.
200 foot down isn't going to hit the core. If it did, then it would be a lot quicker getting from Ovok to here.
Oh,
Be a
so
real
my nature
shallow,
is
real shallow world.
Yeah, it's just flat.
I got
Sure.
a 27.
27.
Damn, okay.
As you're kind of beginning to feel this almost hot sensation and breathlessness, you're beginning to realize that the air down here is thinner. There's more seemingly condensed or denser gases down here. And as you're kind of beginning to think about it, it's not that it's hotter, it's that there's less air to breathe. It's beginning to make you feel a little bit dizzy. And this isn't necessarily suffocating you by any means, but should any of you fail a Constitution saving throw during combat, I will use this fatigue as a way to either do an additional effect to you in some manner or another.
Excellent.
I'll just mark
Okay.
that real quick for those of you who have failed. It's just shortness of breath, but not all of you are affected. You get a sense that not much fresh air will make its way down here, given it's underground. So this is very much a dangerous trap for things like carbon dioxide, which are denser than air.
Okay.
I wonder how your
Ooh.
friend must be doing then.
Yeah, if they've been down here for a while, they must be real fucked up. Or more fucked up than we thought.
Yeah, but
We probably
it
hurry.
seems that they want her alive for something. We should be quick.
Don't know
Just don't
how-
be. Yeah, this would be faster if we don't
okay,
go in
let's-
half-cocked, though. Does anyone need to stop for a second?
Kidding me? We're
Just
completely
if,
fine.
if people need to stop, then we can. But
I think having my spells back would be great.
okay.
If
Does
that's
it
not a
benefit
selfish
everybody else
request.
if we do rest?
Hmm?
Does it benefit everybody else if we do? Because, I mean, I get
Romulus,
the
Doesn't
feeling I have
benefit
no more
me.
hit dice left.
Romulus can heal up a little bit. He can use a second wind. He can spend a hit dice for extra healing. I don't know if he
Actually,
gets
yeah,
his
maybe
Cloud Rune
having
and
our-
stuff back, but I know he should get his Action Surge back.
Mm.
Our tanks at maximum capacity, having Kirv with her spells. Use any of your hit die,
yeah.
Kirv, or have you used them all?
He would get his,
No, I
his
can-
Cloud Rune back.
I'd be able to use hit die.
Oh, in which case, then yeah, let's do that. Because then, yeah, Vinny, you'll get your stuff back as well, right?
Yeah, I can spend some hit dice and I'll get my Bardic Inspiration back.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Just
do it.
be careful with using our resources, because I doubt we're going to be able to rest any further if we get in.
You have one more short rest available, and remember that you can use it at any time outside of combat or when you're not in imminent danger.
So this
Okay,
is our
so-
last quest then.
No, this is your second, because you get 3 because you
So,
have the
second last.
combination of the Song of Rest and Chef Feet.
Okay.
So, as you're taking a short rest, everybody will benefit from a short rest. Romulus will use his second wind ahead of time, so he gets back some bonus health, of which for him it will be has 1, so that's 7 hit points, and then he will spend a hit dice. And anybody who is spending hit dice, let me know, because you will also be receiving a bonus. It'll be a bonus 8 from you, isn't it, Vinny?
I think that's how I'm
And
doing
it's
it.
a bonus 10 from Romulus. So it's 8. So anybody who spends a hit dice will get a bonus 18 health.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm fully healed.
Yeah.
I was missing 18 hit points, so sweet.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Do I have any mana
So
potions?
Kirv, if you're going to use any hit dice, they are d8s for you. And remember, with one more short
Yes.
rest available, you can. If you, how many do you have left?
I've just used 2, and I was at max.
Okay. So you could spend more.
I
Quite
could
happily,
if I needed to.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. And Vinny, you've used some for you.
Yes, I spent some of mine.
Also, Mortar, you recover your certain number of spell points, and Kirv, you get your spell
I
slots
do.
back.
I recover 7 spell points. I recover all of my side steps, and I recover 1 of my favors.
Yep. And Vinny, you recover all of your Bardic Inspiration die now, don't you? As well?
Mhm.
Cool. Yep. And remember that with for Kirv, when you're rolling your hit die, you also add your con mod onto each one as well.
Right.
So that's a bonus 4 each time you use a dice. If you just to make sure you've been accounting for that.
I had not, so thank you.
That's right. Okay. As Romulus prepares kind of a short kind of meal, pulling out a bit of tack here and there for some of you to eat. He feels a bit more refreshed, a bit more ready to go. He has his Action Surge, Second Wind, and Cloud Rune back, so he's got some defenses available to him. As you will take a breather in this chamber, what would you like to do?
Carry on breathing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
Hold on, sorry, just a sec. Where are we? Oh, there we are. Okay.
Yeah,
Where
we're in
are
this chamber
you?
here.
So does this area? Where are you? Does this area here? Is this blocked off to us somehow?
No, it
I'm so
continues on. It's just
sorry.
you don't have a sufficient enough light source to see further than that currently. Oh, no, Cat, you have Devil Sight, don't you?
120, yeah.
20 feet of dark vision.
100.
During the short rest. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
During the short rest, Kirv would like to have a talk with Mortar.
Absolutely.
I kind of gesture.
Also, I was just leant up against the wall, breathing breathing real heavy, just kind of holding his shotgun in his hand, just kind of it's slumped against his shoulder as he's just waiting for everybody else to get their bearings, and waiting for them to make a move.
Well, I'm afraid Kirv kind of gestures for you to move into more of the corner of the room.
Mortar groans as he stands up, changes it into Black Scorpion, holsters, and walks over to Kirv. Hey, buddy. What the hell, am I right?
Yeah, that was
A lot.
I mean, it's less creepy in hell, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I really got to start
What were
changing my
those things?
expressions. I have no fucking clue. But enough about that. Let's talk about you. What can I do for you?
When we were battling those, I don't know, giant spider things with pincers,
Uh-huh.
you were very kind, and you tried to help me before you tried helping yourself. That was a big deal. I know when we first met, you said I was someone you wanted to look out for, but I didn't believe you. But you've proved me wrong. That doesn't happen very often. So thank you.
Also, I was kind of like unresponsive for a minute, just kind of looking at you, and goes, "Don't lie to people if I can avoid it. When I said I wanted to look out for you, I was telling the truth. I want to do the same for all of you now, in my own way. But you don't need to thank me. We're a team. And eventually, I hope that everyone else can find me as reliable as someone like Vinny or Romulus. Until then, I guess I'll have to keep proving that my word is more than just words."
And I suppose it's my time to be truthful. Before we came down here, I was actually visited by my patron. He wants me to find something for him, an artifact. But he said that it's something you might be interested in, that it could upgrade your weapon or something. But he wants it.
I was curious about what that was. I assumed you had your reasons for keeping it quiet. Now I can see I was right. I'm a level with you, Kirv.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that this gun, this weapon right here, pulls out Black Scorpion, belongs to a serial killer, or belonged to a serial killer. He used this weapon to hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. And if my understanding is correct, the more I upgrade it, the more likely that is going to happen again. So while I want to get more powerful and help this group with whatever tasks this is, whether it's rescuing damsels in distress or overthrowing evil families or killing creatures, whatever, or finding a goose, I don't know if the price is worth it. There's not much human of me left, but I don't know if I want to sacrifice what's left of me for the ulterior motive of some entity. Did your patron say what you would gain from getting this artifact?
Some kind of upgrade, possibly to do with Eugene and Filch. But he didn't really give me time to ask any questions. Also, it's
Yes,
worth
then-
noting that he can pause time or something. When he arrived, you all just froze.
Sounds like your patron's a powerful dude. Not as powerful as Vinny, though he's the greatest wizard of all time. I'm sure Vinny was just pretending. But
Yeah, we're a strong group ourselves.
yeah, you're damn right. We made it down a corridor full of snakes.
Barely.
Hey, we're still here, aren't we?
That we are.
Regardless. Do you know what this artifact is? Did he give you any details on what it might be?
No.
Is that asking too much of an all-powerful person?
Pretty much. I just get the idea that if we see it, we'll know it.
See,
So
I
if I
don't
could
know
ask,
how I do. No, please, Effie.
so if I could ask, if you want to keep an eye out for it as well, and we'll see if we can find it.
Will this upgrade benefit you in your journey?
I imagine so.
Help me in. I'll help you.
Kirv goes to shake your hand.
Yeah, Mortar absolutely takes it.
Two of you return to the group,
Mhm.
finishing off the remainder of your rest. Your rest finishes. What would you like to do? And Cat, looking over this way, this is what you see. What looks to be a bit of a corridor leads down to what looks to be almost this slightly older stone path with what looks to be these ledges that drop off to an area below. What looks to be a brightly burning orange brazier and what looks to be some form of sarcophagus on the edge of the platform.
It's a slick brazier, so I'm going with we're closer to things that can't see in the dark.
I think, is it worth us maybe just checking that corridor that there's no more portcullises or anything? They seem to work on that kind of size. Just be worth.
I will see if I can see anything, but
Make an investigation check.
So BRB.
investigation check. Can I do investigation?
Can you
What is
indeed?
my investigation? Give me a second. Oh, trying to do this on.
Once
Uh,
Cat's done a check and once the outcome's been decided, I want to go to Vinny.
Okay, that's +8. Oh, jeez. Tab in.
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20.
You do indeed see two portcullises. And accurately... Why did that not?
Oh, there we go.
Loading.
Oh, no, that's right. Never mind. There are no portcullises here.
Ah, very
for-
good.
I forgot.
Worth a check.
I was like, portcullises. And I was like, wait, no. No, wrong
You were
portcullises.
just very excited and wanted to go, yes.
Yeah, I did want to go yes. No,
Worth a
there
check.
are no
Worth a check.
portcullises. However, with the investigation check, you do note that there are traps here. In this small corridor.
There are traps in the corridor. What kind of traps are we talking about?
Pressure
Like
plates.
wires, pressure plates. Okay. There are pressure plates in that corridor.
Will look to
Just-
be thin layers of stone that seem to be slightly less recessed compared to or slightly less level to the rest of the floor around here. Although there is dirt across them, making it very difficult to see, a 20 was the DC you needed to spot them.
Woo! There you go. So
Okay.
there's some pressure plates there. So I don't walk on them.
How easy are they going to be to avoid once we
Uh,
know where they are?
for all of you,
Ah.
you can potentially try to bypass them. They are covering this area, so most of you can do quite easily a dex check to get across. For Trilodex and Terrador, they cannot avoid them. With the corridor being as thin as it is, Trilodex can't fly over, and Terrador can't merge into the ground to avoid them, so he'd have to walk directly over them. And you don't know what they do. You just see
Kind of.
pressure plates.
What would that require to discover what they do? Would it be a check?
Uh,
Some
it-
kind, or...
It would be another investigation check. You would need to meet a 25. Given a 20 has already been rolled, the DC is still present because it's to find out what they do. Alternatively, you can trigger them and find out.
How many pressure plates are there?
There seem to be maybe 4 or 5, but they're all in kind of a daisy chain across the corridor, so that then anybody not
Oh.
aware of them will step on them, regardless of where they walk in the corridor.
I mean, I can teleport over the other side and take a look and see if there's any mechanism to disarm it. So that coffin's
Yeah.
or that sarcophagus, I'll be curious. So
Okay.
All right.
So Romulus will move up here for
Before
now.
we do anything
Rest-
else, I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights again.
Okay, that's fine.
Give us some more visibility.
Yep. Is Dancing Lights concentration?
Nice.
I believe it is, for some
I
reason.
believe it is, yes.
Okay. You can
Try
see the
and
light
away.
further ahead that is illuminating a bit of the area, but it is still a little dark along here.
Can I move closer and assist Mortar in regards to seeing like where these traps or pressure plates, mechanisms, anything like that?
I'll say you would have had to go here to check for the portcullises anyway, so that's what you figure out. And the traps are along this line here.
Okay, I'm going to investigate and see if I can work out what they do or any mechanisms associated.
Go for it. I'm an investigation check. Or rather, this would be Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm also good at Arcana.
Just as well. Let's see what you get.
Very good. Is this a straight roll or are we both making rolls
Straight roll.
each?
I'm
Right.
going to make a roll when I get to the other side, but I'll wait for you to get result of yours first.
Okay.
Yeah,
In
because
case
you.
it's some magical bullshit.
Yeah,
involved.
because you've already used investigation to discern to see the trap. This is more Arcana to discern what it does.
Okay, that's 18.
18. You look at the trap.
Nice.
You aren't entirely sure. You see a physical mechanism, but you don't see where the physical mechanism goes to. You don't know what it interacts with. It goes into the floor itself, but you don't see any holes in the walls. You don't see any like glyph work. You don't see any tubes poking out. Although there are a large number of skulls which could quite easily hide tubes or skewer holes, you don't entirely know what kind of trap this could be.
Okay.
Right. Mortar will teleport here
Okay.
using one of his side steps,
Which will...
and he will just go in weapon drawn, kind of investigating. Some kind of burial ground. Important one as well.
Oh.
Mortar will make his first move will be looking around for any means to disarm the traps.
I will say, cursory
if there's
glance.
a
You don't
button or
see
a
a
lever.
you don't see a button. You don't see a lever anywhere. Go ahead and roll me an investigation to see if there might be anything more hidden.
Two.
2. No, you can't see any button or lever. There's nothing that seems to be obvious trap-wise of how to disarm it. They seem to be just pressure plates. And you know that your companions some of them could quite easily fit through this corridor and could try to avoid them by stepping over them if they're careful enough not to slip or otherwise step on them by accident.
I'll pass that on. For the most part, from what I can tell, there's nothing here. There doesn't seem to be a means to disable it. I mean, I could summon a shadow servant to potentially trigger it and see what it does, but that's a risk.
I kind of just want to see you do that.
Unless anybody says otherwise, Mortar will begin to cast Summon Shadow or Summon
Shadow Spawn.
I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for my spells. I don't really have anything.
Can you see anything on
So,
the sarcophagi?
okay. Before Mortar casts that, then he will follow Vinny's instruction. I have no idea. Let me take a look. So I'll go. I'll say, hold on. Before I move, I'll say, I can see one in front of me. There's one over here, and looks like the tail end of another one over here. There's 3 braziers, from what I can tell based on the light sourcing. Other than that, I can't really see much else. Looks
So
like a
light
dead end.
sourcing, you could probably see that, and you'd be able to see probably the back of the chamber given the light source over here. You can make out the shape of another.
Hold on, what's all this? What's this?
This, looking over the ledge, you can
Is it
see
water?
what looks to be about
Oh, it's a
10-15 feet down. You can see there is what looks to be a area of stone below, but you can see these almost frozen lightning like cracks running through the ground here, almost filling the area with magic. You can also see a slight haze covering this surface.
Interesting. There's some kind of frozen electricity. It's about 10 feet down. These ledges here. Thought it was water for a minute, but I have no idea what this is. But yeah, I reckon if you got over here, you probably feel how palpable it is. It's kind of strong. Really
Okay,
feel it in
I
the air.
am gonna head over. Knowing where these are, I'm going to do it extra delicately so as not to stand on any of them.
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage, as you know where they are and what you are avoiding.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my dex save is like, hang on. My dex save is +4, so that's a 19.
Yeah, you're fine. Easily enough, you manage to step over the pressure plates without triggering any of them, and make it to the other side with Mortar, where now with your full dark vision, you can see the full extent of this otherwise large square room. You can see that the walls have been intricately carved with kind of indents of columns and alcoves where you can see urns and skulls have been laid. The walls themselves decorated with more of these skulls, and going up about 30-40 feet into this almost natural cavern-like formation at the top. Very similar to the other one that you saw where the spiders, where the arachnid-like creatures were. This is a seemingly carved out of partially a natural cavern area, it would seem.
Hmm.
Is there anything on the ceiling? What I was just going to look at.
Not from what
Just
you
to
can
check.
see, no.
Alright, I think we're clear. I think the main danger seems to be just those traps there, guys. If you're able to make over them, then
I think.
go for it.
I mean,
Cat.
where do we
check it
go
out.
from here? I'll
Quick,
look
check
over
it
the
out.
edge.
You look over the edge, you can see
Yeah.
the same thing. What looks to be
Also,
the broken
Kind
ground.
of shows you, points it out.
The broken ground, the almost frozen lightning like flashes running through it, and the haze almost hovering over the top of it.
Area feels more magical here. I could feel it, but I can't imagine how palpably you're probably feeling it.
What is Cat getting from this? Because that's very
Roll me an
bizarre.
Arcana with advantage.
This is a +8. That's 24.
24. Reminds you of the Shattered Stones Mesa.
Oh. Be very
Everything okay?
careful casting magic around here.
Why?
You know how my magic gets a bit weird?
Yeah.
I've seen something similar to this before, and this causes all magic to do it, even the ones that wouldn't normally be influenced by it.
Okay.
Mechanically
So-
speaking,
Summoning a
Is it
shadow
still-
serpent probably wouldn't be a good idea.
mechanically speaking, this isn't just wild magic. This is you roll a d20, and if you get anything below a 12, wild magic goes off.
So this is a dangerous magic zone, potentially.
Yeah.
Guys? I think it may be an idea not to cast any magic in this area. Seems to be some kind of, I was just saying, it seems to be some kind of crazy thing that makes magic go absolutely nuts. Like hers does every now and again.
Okay.
Kirv would like to try and make it across.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage, with the help of your companions. Vinny, were you wanting to do anything? I saw you move up.
I'm
You're fine.
mostly moving up to keep an eye on the place, but okay, so that sounds really volatile. So, on the one hand, we absolutely shouldn't mess with this under any circumstances.
Agreed.
On the other hand, Romulus, do you still have any of that special magic suck leaf?
I do. I was hoping to keep it for a special occasion.
Eh. Okay, we won't mess around with
If
it.
it helps-
If things get desperate, we
I
can
mean,
try.
if it helps to make the situation any more special, there are 3 really old-looking sarcophaguses in here. Look like they belong to some kind of nobility or some paladin, maybe.
Well,
Sounds
I
kinda
think
special.
that there's got to be a way to move on past this place.
I was
I-
more thinking I'm going to use it for an enchantment, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these seem to be the only 3 things in front of us, so these must have something to do with the way forward. Mortar will approach the sarcophagus here, and thank you, and we'll try to look it over. Is there anything?
I
in here
will
that
go up and
looks
do the one above.
remotely interesting, other than the fact it's probably quite old.
Okay. You head over to this one. Vinny and Romulus, Romulus will follow your lead, Vinny, if you're staying here. Same with Pterodor and Trilodex. They'll stay behind unless you say otherwise, Cat.
Yeah, I'll leave
Okay.
them stay there. I'm going to try and escort them delicately through. I'll sit by the floor and tell them where to move their feet as they come through.
It's
If
not
it
a
can
matter.
help them.
No, that won't help, unfortunately. With them, it's a
Well,
matter
enough.
of they will trigger them as they go through, whatever these traps may be.
I'll cast Lock State on the.
I
Well, I
think
mean, obviously that's a
about it.
risk with the friggin' thing, but like if you cast Lock State on the pressure plate, they wouldn't be able to move.
You need to cast them
That's what I was
5
thinking.
times.
But it's 5 times. That's 5 third-level spells.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing 2, but yeah, I know.
And Vinny, sorry?
Right. Do you guys need me in there? I can
They
come and
help.
join
have
you.
a
It's just a bit of a
keen-
risk.
You have a keen set of eyes. I mean, it might help. You might miss a detail one of us overlooks. You might be able to get a detail one of us overlooks.
All right. Is there any writing on those sarcophagi, by the way?
That's what I'm looking for.
Looking across the surface of it, there is indeed writing. It seems to be in that of an older dialect. Do you speak or know the language Undercommon?
Do.
Okay.
I'm fluent in Undercommon.
Then for you, this is a little bit more of a difficult read as it is of the older language. So it's the old version, like reading Shakespeare.
Okay.
As you're reading it, you see that it does read Vandarus the Old King.
Andrus, the Old King.
As you say that out loud,
Oh dear.
you say that out loud, and you otherwise feel this almost sudden shudder in the room around you. The torches all snuffing out, the area around you going, or the braziers snuffing out, sorry. And in this moment, you feel almost this tense nature to the room, the electric nature of it from the magic. And you watch as each of the sarcophagi open, the lids sliding off of them and falling to the ground. This is not a surprise round by any means, but I would like everybody to roll for initiative, please.
Oh shit! My bad, guys. Oh boy! I thought I was doing so well.
Yes, don't worry, it's fine.
I mean, I think this was inevitable, really.
You know what? It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot.
okay,
I already
you
rolled
Right.
initiative.
No
for
more
these
twos on initiative for me.
Okay,
Good, I need good
Romulus.
run away, screaming.
Romulus got an 8. Woo! High rolling Romulus. Okay, so 25 to 20.
22 for Mortar.
28 for me.
Oh, you got above.
Damn.
You got above my highest initiative. Just.
I thought you said you got a 2.
He said no more 2s.
No, no
I was like-
more twos.
Yeah.
I was like,
I rolled-
yes, it's my time to shine. Then freaking Vinny appears.
However,
I rolled
spoilers.
Twos on initiative twice in a row last session.
Damn, dude, that sucks.
Yeah. However, spoilers. You are 1 initiative higher than one of my already rolled creatures.
Oh shit.
So, 20 to 15.
19.
19 on Cat and Kirv.
10. She was having a yawn.
She was having a yawn when Mortar said that and was like, "Oh, they're opening up for us. Cat, what did you do?" Okay, Kirv, what is your dexterity?
Oh.
You died in somewhere.
Dexterity 2.
2. Okay, you will be going ahead of them. As 4 figures emerge from each of the respective sarcophagi, you watch as these figures stand. Standing up from their prone condition, you watch as what looks to be this in the forefront of all of this, for you, Mortar, and to Vinny and Romulus, this large skeletal figure stands, broad-shouldered, beautiful ornate plate armor, and bones covered with this very intricate, almost filigree scripting and arcane nature to the bones themselves. A very large, hefted great sword in their hand as you watch as it alights with this heavy necrotic energy. You watch as in front of you, Cat, you watch as a sly figure otherwise emerges, holding what looks to be 2 daggers in either hand, as they are seemingly ready for you, as if they were waiting for such an occasion. As they stand up quickly, ready their daggers, which you see are dripping with this almost thick necrotic energy. And Kirv, the one in front of you, you watch as this almost very tall, almost high priestly religious character stands, their skeletal form, as they lift their hand. This coil of dark smoke begins to form in one of their hands, as almost this strange negative light begins to appear before them. And in the one across the way, what looks to be another figure emerges. This one standing, but not with a description given any of you are paying much mind to them. Vinny, you hear the sarcophagi open. Your turn begins. Vinny?
Yeah, Mortar is speaking, and suddenly something has gone fucky, so I'm going to run in.
Okay. This counts as difficult
to...
terrain if you want to retain your advantage. As mobile,
yes,
do you ignore difficult terrain, by the way?
I don't know, but I don't have that feat.
Oh, I thought you did have... Oh, no, that's right. You just have
one of the benefits of
Yeah.
it from
Yeah.
fancy footwork.
Yeah. Yeah, so never mind. So it will be difficult. So go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage, please.
Mm-hmm. +8 on this before I forget.
Yeah, you're fine. Natural 20, it won't count as difficult terrain. You you leap over the top of it, darting to the other side. I'll say sliding to a halt here, using 10 feet of movement as you jump and leap here.
Mm-hmm.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, and I'm going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15.
Okay. The figure standing there, kind of heavy armor, great sword in place, sees you begin to emerge and come towards it.
I've got this, Mortar. As I dash in, kind of rest one foot against the brazier and almost dive into this creature with my
Middle side.
short sword.
Go for it. Okay.
Is a +8, so 26
Okay. What's the damage total?
to hit. Assuming that hits, I'm going to mobile flourish.
Okay, so 26 will hit. Go ahead and roll the die.
Ugh.
So what's the damage?
Okay, not great. Is 11 piercing and 2 cold. And
11 piercing and 2 gold, so 13 total.
yeah, 13 total, and unfortunately he is only pushed 6 feet.
He is not. As you go and you make the strike, he, with almost this very strange and otherworldly speed, spins and pushes your blade into Mortar. Mortar, you take the 13 points of damage.
Mortar is unconscious.
As he used his redirect feature, where he has to roll higher than your damage total with a d20.
I think as the blade is redirected, it stabs Mortar straight in the chest, and his eyes just go wide as he kind of looks at like the hand which redirected and went, "That's some bullshit," and he just falls backwards.
Okay. Mortar is currently unconscious. He is, however, pushed 6 feet back. Which doesn't provoke an opportunity attack, so that's something.
Yippee!
The small
That's
mercies, I
handy.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. I'm not scared.
Okay. End of your go?
Yep.
Okay. It is now the skeletal Dreadshades go. The skeletal Dreadshade, as it stands there before you, Cat, is going to look at you, and you watch as it steps up onto the edge of the coffin, and you watch as it pirouettes out of view over the top of you, and there's a moment of you following and watching it as you turn before you feel this heavy stab in the back, in your back, in between your shoulder blades. Okay, I am going to make this a keen Rupture Blade attack.
Wow, I suddenly don't like the sound of that.
I was gonna say that freaking sucks.
That, unfortunately, was a low roll. Even though we had advantage on this, that is a 16 to hit.
It does not. Well, it does, but... Oh, do I?
I think you mean
actually.
fortunately, dude.
Do you
I
want a
think you mean
shield?
Fortunately, right?
Keep in mind, you have the Wild Magic feature, so you will auto Wild Magic in this room.
I am aware. You know what? Yeah, I'm going...
What you gotta do?
Yeah, I'm gonna shield.
Okay.
Just roll my wild magic now then, shall I?
Yeah, well, roll your Wild Magic. You're not taking any of the damage it was dealing, which was a lot. I'm not going to say how much, but... So, 54.
I heard the word rupture and was just like, that doesn't sound like something I want to happen.
Roll me 5d6. Okay, hold on. Details for this should be in the session introduction. Yep, okay. So, what was the total, sorry?
14.
14. Okay. So, for an additional 14 days, Cat, you're immune to the effects of being intoxicated. So you're immune to the effects for the next 27 days.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's cool. Well,
That's so sick.
if I was legally allowed to, I could drink you all under the table.
Yeah, you could. Okay, that's what your Wild Magic does, but you do prevent the attack as you watch as the illusory form of it, a magic which you are very familiar with, the general nature of it, as you watch as it dissipates on the other side. You recognize the use of the Rivermancy magic, which notably they do also have to roll Wild Magic for, which goes off. So, what do they get?
They get fireball and blow me up, I'm gonna scream.
Where has my d10 gone? I'll use these ones, I guess. Okay, one of my d10s has disappeared. I need to find that.
Must be destiny. You must not be allowed it.
Yep. Okay. You watch as it grows a long beard of feathers. Alright.
I can point just a laugh. I understand your pain.
You watch as it kind of brushes its blade along its chin, and you watch as all the feathers fall clean onto the ground before burning up as they hit the top of the haze of the ground in the area below. Okay, that is the end of the Dreadshade. Actually, no, the Dreadshade is going to move around to here. Meaning that if you want to leave, you're going to need to provoke an attack of opportunity and push past it. End of its go. Mortar, please make me a death saving throw, but remember, it is hidden. So,
Yeah, I keep forgetting
you
about
are orange. Alright, over here, the bottom right corner of the board, please. Or top right for you.
that. Oh, sorry, my mouse is.
That's
going
alright.
AF.
So give me a roll.
Okay, let's freaking go.
Note what it is for you. Whether it will be a success, a failure, a natural 1 or a natural 20. Keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
I will take a quick note
Yeah.
on what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, noted. Okay. Mortar is otherwise on the ground, unconscious. Next up is the Skeletal High Priestess. So, the High Priestess, looking at you at this point, Kirv, you take note of this skeletal figure standing there, this otherwise very religious iconography in place here, as it holds out a staff towards you. I would like you to make me a... Actually, let's have it affect Vinny as well. I'll cast this at a higher level. Vinny and Kirv, please both make me Constitution saving throws, please. And remember, Vinny, you are currently fatigued, should you fail this. Your DC is 16.
Okay.
No, fail. 8.
So this uses that many spell points for her. If you have inspiration,
I'm
still
gonna
use
use
it.
my inspiration.
okay. I'm going to quickly
I think
roll
I
her
will as
wild
well
magic.
then, if that's okay.
Okay, her wild the wild magic goes off. What does she get? As a pure spellcaster, this room sucks for her, but oh well. It's not her. That's not her fault.
Oh,
I know her pain.
Yeah. Okay. She's unaffected by this one. She would be frightened by the nearest creature, but she's immune to the frightened condition. So you learn something. Okay. So, Kirv and Vinny, what did you get? Did you succeed? Fail?
well, first time I rolled a 4 and then used inspiration and rolled a 3.
Okay. And Vinny, did you still fail on yours?
But yeah. But
Yeah.
not in that one. So.
No, that's fine.
Hmm?
So,
Hello?
hello. So, the two of you are currently blinded, as blindness deafness has been
Oh.
cast on the two of you, and you currently
Sucks.
cannot see.
Sucks.
Vinny, as you are affected by fatigue, I will have this use up the fatigue now, because it's supposed to use up on the next relevant time. You are blinded until you can make a save, regardless of if she's still concentrating. So you just need to make the save. So even if concentration breaks, you will remain blinded. Hold on. Sorry, I'm second guessing myself. Blindness, deafness is con, right? Not wisdom? Yeah, it's constitution. Okay, cool.
Pretty sure it's con, yeah.
Yeah.
It affects the body, doesn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, brain was just like, it's a wisdom save, Chris. It's like, it's not. Okay, that is her action. She does not have a bonus action. She is going to remain where she is because she gains half cover while in the coffin. End of her go. It is now the lair actions go. The lair, at this moment, now that the name has been invoked, the lair is going to... It is going to use its Unnatural Haze ability. I would like... Okay, this kind of backfired. I didn't... Oh well, but that's how this works. Vinny and Kirv, you don't need to make the save. So, Cat, please make me a Constitution saving throw. Because Mortar's unconscious.
Okay, a con save.
Yeah.
Favourite.
+5. Oh, that's 8.
8. You watch as the haze comes up around you, and in this moment you watch as your eyes begin to almost find it difficult to see. Oh, hold on a moment.
This is magical.
This is magical darkness.
Oh.
Go ahead and... So,
Oh, I can see
never
through
mind.
it.
So right now, they think you're blind. You aren't. Gosh darn it. The two who are blind
awesome.
are already blinded.
That's so good.
Cat's immune to it and Mortar's unconscious. Romulus is just outside going, what's going on in there? Alright, well that was...
Wow.
I should have read that before I did that, but oh well. Cat, you're up.
Okay.
You are
Am
not
I aware
blind.
that it would have made me blind?
I'll say... Yeah, for the sake of dissing on these guys more, go for it. You're aware of like, oh, this is magical darkness.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna sort of pretend so he doesn't instantly just go. I'm kind of just like, I'm just gonna wander as if going towards the wall because I can't see anything around there.
Oh, very
I'm now
nice.
gonna make a bolt for Mortar.
He will make an attack of opportunity as he was
I
still
don't
preparing
blame
for it.
him.
He doesn't get advantage, which means that his
I
sneak.
still have shield up as well.
Yep.
Is it?
Which.
No.
Is it start or end of your turn?
I'm not sure actually. It might be the start. I can't.
Shield. Until the start of your next turn. Okay.
That's fine.
It doesn't get to make the attack with advantage, however, because it's an attack with opportunity, and it was supposed to get that from the blindness, but Chris forgot. I mean, I added that so that you would. Anyway. So that is a 19 to hit.
Does this thing look like it's got potentially Sentinel? Does it look like a kind of fightery kind of thing?
It's more of an assassin type by the looks of it.
More of an assassin type.
So it's still good.
I've seen, no, because I can't. Would it use my reaction for this round?
Yes.
Okay, so it wouldn't be my action, it's just my reaction. Okay, I am. For the sake of trying to make sure, because I don't want to risk this, I'm gonna have to just burn the thing. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to burn the shield. I'm gonna let that happen. I'm gonna use shield and get to Mortar.
Okay, go ahead and roll me wild magic. That technically happens while you are at this tile here, so do not worry about fireballing it down to Mortar.
What do you mean? My unconscious body can dex save?
98.
Sovek appears and begins to put in this ominous Lord of Bones music that you're currently listening to. As you begin to hear this boss music beginning to go off because of your wild magic.
I've seen that score so many times. Where does it keep coming from? But I love it.
It fits as well in this dungeon.
It really
It's very
does.
appropriate.
Okay.
Any undead
Now,
encounter, this is very appropriate.
It's just dawned on me because, and I haven't got the wording for it. But can I dimension door Mortar out of there?
You have already cast a spell this turn. Oh no, reactions are fine. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
You
why I was
can
asking about reaction.
dimension door out. Yeah. Yeah. You'd have to go with
I
him.
am. Yeah, that's 100%. Me, Mortar, are dimension dooring to
Go ahead and roll me wild magic again.
out here if it works.
Okay, go ahead and roll me wild magic again.
I'm doing real. I don't like this room, by the way. Just to clear that up.
It's fine.
95.
95. What level is dimension door? And are you below half?
Dimension door.
Level 5.
This will put me below half.
Put you below half. Okay, so that's a +2.
I am now after I've cast this spell. Yes.
Ooh.
And dimension door is.
It's 5th.
5th. Oh, 5th. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give you a choice. Is it going off here or going off here?
Oh boy, that does not sound good.
I'm gonna go with. I'll end up taking it with me because I'm just literally trying to desperately get through. So
Okay.
there wouldn't be time for like, oh, what's going on? It'd be like, I don't care. I've got to get him out of here.
Okay. You, Mortar, Treladex, Terrador, and Romulus are all vulnerable to piercing damage for the next minute.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with my bonus action. Oh god, I don't know if Romulus has got any potions.
Let me check.
Yeah.
He probably does. But I have to find them first. He has 2 regular
bonus...
healing potions. Then he has... Nope. 2 regular healing potions, that's all he has.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no,
my
yeah.
bonus action is going to Terrador / the free thing for Trolodex is we hold here. I can't go in there safely. We need to get Mortar up.
Okay.
And I'm going to look towards Romulus at that point.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
So Trolodex moves here and Terrador moves here. Trolodex will guard the entrance, and Terrador's moving out the way to allow Romulus through.
Yep, and that ends my turn.
End of your go.
Okay.
It is now the Banebow's turn.
36 minus 7, that's 27.
That's a line of sight. Cat, what's your AC currently?
I've got shield up. That's +5, isn't it?
So it should
Or
be
is
Yeah,
it
shield's
3?
+5.
Okay, so 21.
21. Okay. I am going to make 2 attacks with the Banebow from the other room, who ignores all cover. Okay, he is also going to use his Sniper's Mark on you, so you will take an additional 2d6 poison damage each time you get hit with a weapon. From him, that is. And he'll be making 3 Banebow attacks. First one, 28 to hit.
Shall I just roll over and die?
Second one, 12.
It worked. It
Third
worked for
one,
me.
25.
Okay, well, 2 of them hit.
Okay, I need you to make me 2 Constitution saving throws, please. DC 15.
I guess Terrador can't intercept any of them, because...
He's... Oh, he can.
I will... I mean, I didn't say it, but the standing thing is that he always, if he's not using his action, holds his action to intercept, but...
I mean, he has the
I
intercept
will-
reaction, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, but he can burn an action to get 2 reactions.
Oh, then yeah, I'll allow him to do that. Is he going to take both?
Okay, then. He'll take them.
Is he immune to poison
I'll
damage?
just drop and let me 1 second. Hang on. Give me a hot minute, because this is a slow scrolling thing.
Mm-hmm.
He is immune to poisoned.
Poisoned. Poison damage or just the
Um,
poisoned condition?
No, just poisoned. So he's immune to exhaustion, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, and unconscious.
Okay, and he doesn't
he
have
is-
like damage, resistance or immunity to poisoned?
Resistance, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Bludgeoning, piercing,
Oh,
slash.
immunities, poison.
Immunity's poison, so he's not taking any poison damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Noted. That's good, because that means he's just going to be taking the piercing damage, which is he's vulnerable to currently because of his wild magic.
Oh, let's go.
He takes...
I'm assuming this is magical, though, right?
Yes, yeah. 36
good.
points of piercing damage.
Okay, very exciting.
As the 2 arrows come shooting through, not beknown to you as these attacks are coming, but you otherwise hear the screeching of the arrows as they otherwise zoom past Romulus, and Terrador steps in to intercept, taking both of them as the wild magic crackles across his form. You watch as the arrows dig deep and large portions of stone and wood crack across his form. Okay.
Oh, God.
End of the Bane bows go. The curve goes.
The curve goes.
The curve goes.
So can't see.
Correct.
Hopefully, part of me at least sensed that Mortar was picked up.
Maybe.
He's not picked up yet, because...
Well, I mean, moved from that
Moved,
location,
yeah.
so I'm not trying to run to him, well, blind.
I'll say you heard
I'm
Cat.
hard on him.
You heard Cat run towards him, followed
Yeah.
by the sound of magic. So he's probably okay.
Probably okay, yeah, okay.
I mean,
Um,
Cat's responsible, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. So this, was it like a priest figure?
Priestess, yes.
Priestess figure? Hasn't moved from where she
Nope.
was, so I'm hoping that if Kirv can remember where she is,
Mhm.
can give her a right slashing.
Okay. You rush up to the area. Go ahead and make me 2 attacks. They are with disadvantage because you are blinded.
Yeah. And yes, it will be with murder. So
Mhm.
that is 2d6 per.
Okay.
And with disadvantage is
So
a 16.
is a 16 plus. Yeah, that's going to hit. Second attack.
Yeah.
Oh, don't roll the. Oh, I was going to say don't
Oh,
re-roll the
sorry, I
damage.
forgot.
It's fine. So it was 3
Sorry.
and 6 for these ones, and then this one will be a
Okay.
miss anyway.
A miss, yeah.
So that's fine. So that's 9 plus how much damage?
9. The to hit, or is it the slashing? Sorry.
It's the bit at the end of the slashing. Yeah.
Yeah, plus 5 slashing.
Okay, so that will be 14 points of damage. This is. Okay, so they. Okay, noted. You otherwise take 2 swings. The first one you don't feel hits anything, and the second one is you otherwise carve across, doing some damage to them, but you presume you hit. You're not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, it is now the Skeletal Lord's turn. Skeletal Lord at this moment, seeing you there, Vinny, is going to take... how many attacks do you get to make? 2 plus a command undead. So he is going to command this undead to make a movement. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35... I'll say 40 there to get advantage either way. And as he otherwise shouts something out in Undercommon, kind of this ancient language. The only one who knows it is unconscious, so I don't have to say what it says. And then they're going to make 2 attacks versus you, Vinny. First attack with their Grave Blade. That is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And then a 26 to hit.
Also hits.
Okay. First attack deals 15 points of slashing damage and 6 points of necrotic. So 21 total. Second attack does 14 points of slashing damage and 11 necrotic for 25.
Okay.
As the greatsword swings in, you try to avoid as best you can as these 2 hefty swings swing through, otherwise doing this heavy amount of damage to you. It is then going to use its bonus action. Okay. Oh, he gets advantage on this to hit. That's good. 17.
17 hits, yeah.
Okay. Make me a strength saving throw, please. I will say, for the purposes of accuracy here, make it with disadvantage because you are blinded.
Yep, okay. It might matter. Yeah, okay, so that's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay. You are pushed into the pit.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
You take
That's not good.
6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground, and you feel this static
I'm
begin
down.
to run through you. You're down. Noted.
That's not good.
It's not good at all. As Vinny is kicked into the pit, the skeletal lord standing there turns and sees the rest of you retreating. Otherwise barking out the order to the rest of you. I'll say, Cat, you're made aware as you hear Vinny otherwise be kicked backwards, and then a thud from beyond, but you're not entirely sure what's going on. Romulus sees all of this happen.
This is a superhero origin story right here. There is some shit that's about to go down.
Romulus is going to rush over. Action. He is going to give Mortar a health potion. So that will give you 2d4 plus 2. Roll the second d4, Chris. You are healed for 9 hit points.
We'll take it, thank you.
You're still prone, and he is then going to rush back, and doesn't need to worry about difficult terrain because he has danger sense. Because I know Harlan would bring that up if he was doing this. That's 2 2s. He sets off the trap. Okay. That is unfortunate. Does he have inspiration?
No, he has
Only
desperation.
you?
He does. He does have inspiration still. Okay, do you give me permission to use it?
Yeah.
Will
I
will
think he
this
probably
be something?
would, yeah.
Will this be something that potentially is a detriment to his character moving forward? Is probably the best way to put this.
Yes.
Then yes,
Okay.
go for it.
He rushes across the traps, narrowly avoiding stepping on them as he rushes into the room, and he will... I'll say he giant smites to draw attention to himself.
Yes.
Or should I have him rage? It would be his last rage, but... No, I think he'll just use his giant smite for this.
Yeah, if it's something that's a replaceable resource, he'd probably want to save the rage for.
Yeah, I'll have him use his giant smite.
He is vulnerable to
Piercing damage at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. No, you know what? It's what he would do. He is then going to action surge. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And knowing Romulus, he's going to ask if he can pick up Vinny. Of which I would ask him to make a strength check, or an athletics check, which he would make with advantage because he's got giant's might. Natural 20. He picks up Vinny, and I'm going to say, cradling him like a baby will feed him the other health potion, meaning that he is now down to no health potions, or no potions of healing, but he will, because of a natural 20, and because we all know Harlan would push for this, you are healed for 10 hit points, Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
As you are now conscious and held in some very hairy, muscular arms, but still you cannot see.
It's awakened something.
You can only suspect of the rom-com that will come from this. And then Romulus will begin to move backwards, provoking an attack of opportunity. Which misses. No, actually, that just hits, I believe, because his AC is... Yeah, that just hits his AC. So Romulus takes 9 points of slashing damage, which he is not vulnerable to, and 5 points of necrotic. So he is 86 health now. Okay. And now he is going, and that will end Romulus's go. I think that was a pretty fair Harlan turn on what he would probably try and do.
Turn.
Vinny, you are not unconscious anymore, but you are still blind. Speaking of which, you would have gotten to make a Constitution saving throw, even though... Oh no, because it was... No, it hasn't been your turn yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're currently being carried by Romulus.
Yeah, I don't know very much about where I am, do I?
No, not at this moment. I can say, if you want, you can make an action to try and clear the blindness away, and it will mean you can get 2 checks, or give your Constitution check saving throw advantage. I'll let you choose. It's like performing the help action yourself in a way.
Yeah, well, if I'm blind and don't know where I am relative to any of the enemies, I can't really do anything. So, yeah, I'll try and focus on recovering.
Okay. So I'll say end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw with advantage, or you can roll twice. I'll let you choose.
Don't think it makes a difference, does it?
Not really, no. That's the point, yeah, doesn't matter.
No.
Other than you'd have your bonus action to do something if you wanted to, but yeah. Just roll advantage, it makes it easier for...
Yeah.
Makes it easier for the math nerds. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. So at this point, you otherwise clear the blindness, wiping away the effect of the magic, otherwise clearing it from your eyes. I will say you are still technically prone while you're in Romulus's arms, but he can put you down should you wish to.
Yeah.
Okay. End of your go. It is now the Dreadshade's go. The Dreadshade, seeing that you are still blinded, Kirv. Speaking of, did you make a con save at the end of your turn, by the way?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn, please. DC is 16.
No. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. 15.
15?
No.
Okay. Okay. The Dreadshade rushing up behind you is going to make... He's going to go for one keen attack, because I'm going to risk it. He has advantage, so he kind of wants it.
Biscuit.
Yeah. Well, he can make 2 regular attacks or 1 keen attack. And the keen attack means he gets to add his sneak attack damage twice. That will be a 22 to hit. So
Yeah, that
he will
hits.
get to add his sneak attack damage. So I will begin by rolling the base damage. So how many of these do I need to make? That many. Oof, not the greatest rolls. 31 points of piercing damage, please.
Oh, uh-huh.
And yeah, that was not great damage rolls on my end, so
That wasn't great.
no.
Sweats profusely.
I mean, 8d6
Honestly.
sneak attack damage when he makes a keen attack, so...
I am so glad I shielded.
Yeah, you should be. Because that's a lot of damage. Yeah,
That's a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage. Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
That will end his turn because he's got nothing else to do. Actually, no. He's going to bonus action hide because he can.
I'm
So,
blind.
yeah, means that he'll also succeed and then you won't necessarily know he's there when he comes back. Okay. I'll roll his stealth just to see how he does. 19. Okay. So, yeah, you won't know he's there when he comes back. Yeah, that's not a natural one. Okay. Mortar, you are conscious in the other room, and you can hear that there's fighting, and you saw Romulus run away from you heroically, leaping the traps, becoming large, and then picking up Vinny. It seems your party is more on the back foot and the retreat side of things as opposed to pressing on.
I don't like the look of that. Not one bit. Mortar is going to stand up shakily. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Oh fuck! Thanks, buddy. He's gonna kind of punch you on the shoulder lightly, and is going to stagger his ass. Right. Wants to get back in.
Wants to get back in the fight, did you just say?
He wants to get back in there. He knows.
You have a gun.
I do, but most of my targets are on the other side of this wall. And also, Romulus's fat ass is in the way. His thick dumpy's in the way. Mortar stares longingly at the thick dumpy of Romulus and goes, "No, future shot another day." Okay. He's going to. He's used his 15 feet of movement.
Hey, I don't want to be that person, but your sniper rifle ignores cover, which means you can shoot past Romulus.
Oh, but Kirv has 2 people on her and she's blind,
That's fair.
which is really bad. So, while I appreciate your input, I don't think I'm going to do that. Mortar is going to not chance it. He's going to bonus action teleport.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, right there. Teleports back into the room. He's going to use
Cat starts sweating
his
profusely.
action.
Okay.
Honestly, he's going to use his action to cure wounds himself at 3rd level.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 4D...
The 1d8.
No, 3D8.
3d8 plus 4.
There you go.
Thank you.
11 points of
7
healing.
plus I will take it. I will take it. I'm back up to where I was when this fight started. Oh no, not quite. I'm over. Oh yeah, well. How much was it? Sorry, 30.
11.
No, it was 11, not 13. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I'm good. Is then going to. That's more or less all we can do. I think. Yeah, he's just going to try to draw some of the heat off Kirv, I guess. That's all we can do.
Okay. And
Yeah.
of that, it is now this one's go. The High Priestess.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, Chris. I cast a spell while I was in there.
Oh yeah, so you did. Roll me a d20.
Forgot about that. Okay.
So on a 12 or lower. Okay, wild magic doesn't go off.
13.
Okay. The High Priestess. What do you want to do? You have a lot of concentration spells because you're a cleric. Now you know what? She would have heard what would have been said by her lord at this point. Kirv, you bloodied.
Yep.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw, please. For the rest of you, you know that that's a very dangerous question for me to be asking.
Yeah.
Given you know what spell you lot were using in campaign 1 a lot.
I can't even see it.
Nope.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh, Kirv.
Dirty
hopefully
20. That's a success. As you.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. You'll take half damage from this major rupture spell.
Oh. Well, that's not pleasant.
It's not.
No, it's
No.
not. If she had failed,
How do you expect to make friends when you're behaving like this?
what do you mean? The entire campaign 1 was them just major rupturing my bosses and watching them die.
And literally, like,
we.
there was a point where Chris threw purple worms against us, and Infernal was just like, or Burn was just like, major rupture, it's dead now. Oh, okay. Just don't get
So
to
this
use
is
it then.
payback.
Yeah.
You take 23 points of necrotic damage. That is halved from 47.
Oh. So that was how much, sorry?
23. Notably, if you if you hadn't succeeded the save, you would be taking that 23 damage again at the start of your next turn.
Right.
Yep.
Or
I
end of
am
your next turn.
down.
You are down. Okay. At the very least, you are not instantly dead because of the major rupture. Whoa!
Whoa.
Tiles were doing weird things. Okay. Okay. That is that. Wild magic. Does it go off? Yes! What do I get? 38. What'd that do? Major Rupture is a 5th level spell. Oh boy! Oh no. Hold on. Okay. This changes the encounter slightly.
Oh.
This is going to
They
be
all
fun. This is strangely thematic and intriguing.
I'm intrigued.
Hold on, I need to
Be
find.
intrigued.
Do I have the tile for this? Don't I? No, I don't have a tile for this. I don't think, or at the very least, I can't see it. So I will use the nearest alternative, known as a method. Interesting. That was a very unadjusted combat. So, you watch as the wild magic goes off in the room. You watch as a single imp stands on the edge of the coffin, and then immediately lunges for the undead.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah. I was like, I roll a
We'll
d6
pretty
to
take
see how
it.
many of these spawn. 1. Oh well. One imp isn't going to change much, but if I got 6, that would have been a very different story.
Good one job, Chris. Obviously, give us 6 imps.
They wouldn't have been friendly to you either. They've just been very aggressive
Doesn't
towards
matter.
this
We'll take it.
against this one person. Alright, the lair goes. Okay. The lair is now going to cast Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt.
What?
Lightning Bolt originates from any one of the braziers and points towards a player
Oh,
character.
no.
So I'm going to line it up like that.
Oh no! Oh no!
So, Romulus will make this with advantage. Vinny, I will say make this with advantage because Romulus will use himself as cover. Alternatively,
And Mortar
make
should
it...
also make this with advantage.
No, because it's just he's cradling
Mortar's
Vinny.
behind. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, sorry. You
I
make
just wanted to
the
be included.
dex save as normal. DC for this is
Okay.
14.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is 8d6 for Lightning Bolt. Oh, I need to roll with advantage for Romulus.
Yeah, it may not
Romulus
matter.
is fine.
against
Oh
this.
no! Oh, I failed so hard. I
Natural
failed
20?
so badly.
I'll say that you're fine, Vinny.
Natural 20.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
a 2.
You got a 2.
For a
Do you
total
have
10.
inspiration?
No, I do not.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm in a perpetual state of desperation. Perspiration and constipation
Aggravation.
and aggravation.
25 points of lightning damage.
How much, sorry?
25 points of lightning damage for those who failed, which is you, and Romulus will take half and take
Be
12.
gentle with me.
Are you down again?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
very much so.
As the lair fries you, firing a lightning bolt in this direction. Technically hits the wall, doesn't do too much outside of that, but hits you, hits Romulus, otherwise shields, he's shielding you, Vinny, it otherwise punctures Mortar, and you watch as Mortar goes down.
You hear a sighing up
Yeah.
from Pat. Just a disapproving
idea.
sigh.
I love the idea of Mortar like teleporting into the room like he's gonna do some shit, heals himself, no wild magic, literally turns around to help, gets blasted in the chest and falls unconscious.
Hey, if you'd landed there, I would have been able to hit Cat too, so, you know, that's a positive.
Oh, you know what?
You diverted
You
the
know what?
attack from Cat, so...
I could be your hero, baby.
as the mortar begins to fry. Okay.
I can kiss away the pain,
Okay.
but not for you, 'cause you
Now that the lair has gone twice, the skeletal lord has access to his instinct. He is going to spend 2 of his instinct. Ooh, I don't know what I just did there. Formatting. Do your job properly. What's going on? Okay. So, he is going to use 2 of his instinct to command the Bane bow behind him to fell Romulus. So he will make an attack against Romulus. That is a 19 to hit. That will hit Romulus. Romulus is currently vulnerable to piercing damage.
Oh shit.
Would Romulus use his Cloud Rune here, do you think?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
White.
Either.
I don't imagine. How is he doing on health?
He's got 74 health.
Yeah,
This is double damage.
Is he raging? Oh no,
No.
he's holding off that.
No, he's holding off
Then
that.
he probably used it, right?
Oh,
Probably used it.
I don't know, because I know Romulus
Would he
is
save
more
it
the
for
kind
the-
of person goes, well, they might roll a nat 20 and that might save. I know he's very keen for that. I have lots of health, but I also haven't really come across something where Romulus has taken double damage.
Here, I'll
Well,
say...
another thing would be
I'll
if
say-
if he goes down, that's 3 party members down. So
I'll say he's not going
I
to,
don't know.
for the simple reason of he's got 8 hit dice left to use. He's got 74 health out of 100. He's got second wind if he desperately needs it next turn. Yeah, I'm going to say executive decision. He's going to take it because if he can redirect a crit or something that might be targeting someone who's down, he'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw against the poison, which he succeeds. So he's fine. So he takes, because this is doubled, I'll just roll. Oh no, it's doubled, so I only roll the dice once. I don't roll it twice. Okay, Romulus takes 28 points of piercing damage. Max damage on that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So he is now down to 46 health. As he takes a heavy shot, the arrow puncturing between his shoulder blade, the heavy force of it almost forcing him to stumble into the cavern below, but he manages to retain his composure in this instance. Okay, Cat, it is your go.
In this situation,
What do you do?
Cat has no idea Kirv has gone down.
No.
Nope.
I know Mortar's gone down. I know Vinny's really hurt because
Romulus and Vinny know that Kirv's gone down. I'll say... Yeah, in this moment you wouldn't know.
Oh, what do I do? It's the first time I'm actually like at a complete loss. Like I. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. All right. Take count of resources here. What have I got going on? There was 27 spell points.
Fuck you, creature.
I as much as I'd love to have some crazy power to kill these things, because it's not looking good. Same time, if I turn into the creature and have that aura, that is 3 party members possibly dead in one walking through a hallway.
Literally.
Remember, you
Literally.
can choose.
One of them I don't know. One of them is a terrifying casty thingy. And one of them will kill as I walk by. Okay, hang on. I have an idea. This is at least gives the chance for people to do something like get out of there if they have to. I am moving here because actually, I mean, does it still have line of sight on me?
Yep. Just about.
Well, fine.
Because it's technically
Whatever.
from the corner here.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
have a fireball radius?
Oh. Big moves.
It's not against creatures, it's you lot. Okay, so that will affect everyone. I'm going to elemental. I guess I don't know that guy's down there, does he? Do I?
No, you saw Kirv go down
I
this
saw
way, so
Kirv
you could
down there,
angle
but I
it to
don't
try
know
and hit.
down there. Yeah, I think realistically I would, because as far as I know, he's up there still. I am going to elemental detonation there with the heal rune.
Okay,
That-
he is undead,
that-
so he does not get the
If we
healing.
got-
But go ahead and roll the amount of healing.
That is going to be.
And roll me wild magic as well when we get there.
Oh god, how many D8 is it? Is it a D6? 8, isn't it? It's all my D6,
Yeah,
right?
8d6.
And remember, it's half.
So 24 half to 12. So 12 healing to Kirv, Mortar, Vinny, and Romulus.
Okay.
12 even.
12 healing.
12 here. That
Thank
is
you.
1 charge removed. I have 1 charge left of that.
The imp cries because it didn't get
Okay.
any healing, even though it doesn't need it. Oh yeah, the
Like-
imp's supposed to join the initiative order. I need to roll for him.
Okay.
Oh!
And
Yeah!
Pterodor
You
is
got well.
gonna
You got
go
a good roll.
here,
Okay.
and I am going back here.
Okay. So now you have only line of sight of Mortar and the edge of Romulus. You do not have any line of sight of anyone else.
That's fine. I mean, could I just? Because obviously you can't move to like half squares or what have you. But can I be like here and poking around the edge just to see
Yeah.
Romulus?
You can see Romulus and you can see Mortar, but you can't see Vinny because Vinny's covered by Romulus and there's Pterodor.
That's absolutely fine. I kind of just want to make sure if I see them go down, I can react. I'll also myself bonus action. I'll just be like, you two, let me know if someone goes down.
Okay. Are they staying there?
They will be because I don't know what the trap does, and I can't activate the trap in case it collapses the tunnel or something. Then I can't heal. Tridex can't get in there. Pterodor is nearly dead. How tall is the? No, because his wings won't reach. His wings would be too wide. to
No,
fly through there.
the hallway itself is 10 feet in all dimensions, and then it opens up here. So Trilodex can't fly over.
No, I Oh, I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna tell Trilodex to go in there and help where he can. I apologise if the trap causes a problem. I'm trying to get people out.
Dude, it's good. I read something on a coffin which started all of this shit. So you're good.
Okay.
He is a sentient creature, so he'll make the best decision in the situation that I can't see.
That's fine. So Trilodex sets off the trap. Okay. Okie dokie. Right. What's Trilodex's AC?
His AC is.
Never mind. That
Okay.
is a crit.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Romulus would use his Cloud Rune for this. Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Okay, who is the priority target here, guys? Who does Romulus want to try and get rid of most?
I would probably say he'd go for the leader, right? Because he's the one that can give them extra moves.
The leader? Okay.
I would say that or one of the ones on Kirv, because Kirv is surrounded.
Yeah, either the leader or the assassin, but he's hiding, isn't he?
From everybody
Yeah, so
who
it'd be
couldn't
the-
see him, which is just Kirv, and
Oh, okay, right.
yeah, so he's currently visible to Romulus and Mortar because he doesn't have cover enough to hide from them. It was just Kirv.
I think it'd be one of them too. Either the leader or the
Casters are always problematic.
Above board, who do you want gone? I say gone like I haven't rolled damage yet, but this is a crit with a trap that was very dangerous, so this is going to be fun.
My vote's the leader because he can give them extra attacks.
I'm biased against the leader because he made me kill Mortar, so I think it'd be very funny for him to get obliterated by this.
No, I second that.
Probably not the best strategic decision. I think that's probably the caster, but I kind of do want it to be him.
Okay.
It's possible they all die if he goes down. We could.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're hoping for.
Hmm.
Okay. Romulus in this moment, seeing the trap activates, see Trilodex about to be sawn in half by what looks to be arcane buzzsaws that pull themselves out of the wall. Trilodex was about to take 71 points of force damage.
He would have just died.
Instead, that is being redirected into the Skeletal Lord, who takes 71 points of damage. He, in response, is going to spend... He has to spend 7 instinct to negate 70 damage here. Okay. He takes 1 point of damage.
Son of a... Well, you know what?
We burned 7 instinct, we'll take it.
You did!
A lot of instinct.
Yeah, that's the majority of his supply gone. And the thing is, he shares that with all of these ones whenever they need to perform extra actions. So, you just burnt through a lot of their DPS and defense. But that was 70 damage that
Trouble
stopped.
earlier.
So are all them pressure plates now dead?
No. They will activate any time anybody fails the dex save when going over them. Just as a note, that is 6d12 force damage. And that was
Yeah,
doubled
yeah.
to 12d12 for the crit. So keep that in mind. Okay. Trellodex, in this scenario, seeing Kirv, and you said just to help, right?
Yeah, so go in and support as much as you can, whether that's moving people, protecting people. He's a sentient creature. I have full faith that he has the ability to make the best judgment.
He is going to pick up Kirv.
Okay.
Meaning that Kirv, even though as you are blinded, you feel these claws wrap around you and lift you up and almost heft you on top of what seems to be almost this hard crystalline hide. You recognise Trellodex, though it's weird. Okay.
I do a cautious pat and just like, good boy.
You hear the sound of an imp rapidly begin to try and attack this high priestess, and only got a 10 to hit, so it doesn't hit. All right.
Oh.
The Bane Bow in this scenario. 3 shots. One against Terrador, one against Romulus, one against Trellodex. First one against Terrador. That is a 29 to hit. I don't even know why I bothered checking. That was a...
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
he takes... 13 doubled to 26 piercing damage.
26. Okay.
That's just because he's vulnerable, much like Trellodex and Romulus. Second attack, 1 versus Romulus. That's an 18 to hit. Romulus takes 22 points of piercing damage, bringing him to 36, and he must make a con save against the poison. That's a natural 1. He takes... No, wrong stat block. This is this one. Oh, wrong dice size. Takes 15 points of poison damage. Meaning that Romulus is currently on 21 health. And last attack versus Trellodex. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Trellodex takes 7, doubled to 14. And is Trellodex immune to poison?
I am in the process of looking. No, he's not.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. DC is 15.
DC 15. How much damage did he take? Because I'm quickly just doing that.
14.
14. Okay, so he's now down to 30, and I need to roll a con for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So only on a failed save he takes the poison damage. DC is 15.
And his con is +3. Okay.
He's a 12.
He got an 11, so he takes. He is immune to poisoned.
He's
but
immune to
he
poisoned
hasn't
condition, but he's not.
He's immune to poison condition, but not
Okay.
immune to poison itself.
Yeah, I believe that's because you can choose Green Dragon as part of it and make him immune to poison damage. Okay, so he will take the full damage. He takes low damage on that one. 6 points of poison damage.
6 points. Okay, so that takes him down to 24. He is bloodied.
Okay, that is the end of the Banebow's turn. Yeah, the commander's going to use 2 more instinct to have that one. That means that now he does not have any instinct left for any of his other abilities. Is going to command the Banebow to make an attack versus... I'm probably going to have him shout something which Mortar you would hear as he otherwise shouts, "The big one's mine. Take down the flying foe." The Banebow makes an attack, 28 to hit Trellodex.
Yep.
Treladex takes 20 points of piercing damage.
Oh, shit.
And go ahead and roll me a con save, please, for Treladex.
Okay.
Need a 12 or higher.
Okay. Okay, he makes that.
So he takes no damage.
He's got 4 hit points.
That's alright.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
Kirv, it is your go. You are still blinded. You're on the back of Treladex, as you can hear. Treladex is kind of flying low, kind of landing and struggling to continue. You have no idea what's going on, but you can dismount if you want to. You can move further away. That's up to you.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna stay on for now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna really attempt any. No, I mean, I can't even see. Doing an Eldritch Blast would be stupid.
Are there
I
any
don't
buffing
think there's
spells
really
you have?
anything I can do that will cause a possible.
I mean, possibly.
Person to roll fireball. The one person, and I believe it could be Kirv or Mortar.
Right now, it could take out both of them.
And your problems could all be.
I mean, if you wanted to use your action to give yourself advantage on your con save, or you wanted to hold your action for when you can see, you could do that.
Oh, I think I will.
I'll say you can stand
I
up
want
either
to
way.
hold it for the
Same as
Constitution
Vinny,
save.
technically. Okay, so go ahead and make me a Constitution save with advantage then, please. No, you try to clear your
12.
eyes as best you can, but you're unable to. You're unable to take away the blindness effect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's now the Skeleton Lord's turn, who's going to step out. At which point, Vinny, you notice something.
Mm-hmm.
There is a stairwell underneath where he was standing.
Okay.
Seemingly leading down.
Progress.
Progress is in a very rough spot.
We'll take it.
So, he is going to. He's going to cut Romulus down to size to begin with. So, first things first, he gets to make a command undead attack. So he is going to command the. He's going to command the High Priestess. What does he command her to do? Let's see. I'll say Mortar, you otherwise hear a shout from the commander to the High Priestess. There's a caster in the other room. Kill her for me. And the High Priestess bows and disappears.
Shit. Cat, you got some heat coming your way. Brace yourself.
Wild magic, let's see if it goes off. Yes, it does. Oh boy.
Potty plant, potty plant, potty plant, potty plant.
It appears next to catch at the plant.
Oh my word. No.
Told you.
No,
Places it on the trap.
no, it's not. It's not potted plant.
Oh.
But
That's that.
oh my word! Due to how this is gonna go. Okay. Cat, you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, halved because Treladex is still up.
Okay. Pterodor takes 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, hang on. Pterodor isn't resistant to murder.
Oh my Gives it
Okay, so he takes
she.
11, I take 11. That's 13
Oh
on
my word! Of all the things to have happen there. Okay.
So
And
I take 11.
she regains 11 hit points. As you watch as landing here, 2 tethers of necrotic energy reach out. You recognize this wild magic as it strikes at both you and Terador and pulls the magic into her, forming this almost repairing some of the bones which have been damaged previously from what Kirv had done. Okay, yep, that was his command. First attack versus Romulus. He's going to make one against Romulus, and if it doesn't bring him down, he's going to make the attack versus second one against Romulus. If it does, he'll attack Vinny. Okay. So, Skeletal Lord. That is a 26 to hit. So I need to roll these and these. So Romulus takes 10 points of slashing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage, meaning he is up on 4 HP currently.
Oh my god.
Second attack versus Romulus. 17 to hit, 1 over his AC. This will bring him down even with minimum damage. So Romulus falls unconscious. Still giant, I believe. I have to double check that, but he is unconscious. So, yeah, he remains in this size for a minute. So he remains as a large creature. Okay, and as a bonus action, he kicks Romulus in an attempt to move him, but he's one size larger, so it doesn't work. Alright, it is now Romulus's go, which means I get to roll for his death save. Okay, noted. I'll just roll that again so that if anybody does have to make any more death saves, they can't see it. Okay. End of Romulus's go. Vinny, you're up. Romulus collapses to the ground next to you, nearly falling into the pit next to you. You see the Skeletal Lord standing there, blade raised high, blood dripping off of the edge of the greatsword. You can see Mortar on the ground, barely hanging on, along with Kirv and Treladex. You see this random imp flying around, being a nuisance, and you note that.
Imps do it better than most of us.
And you see, and you otherwise hear Mortar kind of shout back, "Cat, you have incoming." What would you like to do? Or, given it's the top of the round, did you want to stop there at the top of the round and come back next week to try and figure out how to get out of this situation?
If that would be okay.
I mean, we're
Sorry,
at
I'm
our...
getting a little tired.
That would
No, it's fine.
probably be smarter, actually, given that this round of
Yeah.
combat might involve Romulus dying. We should wait until he's here.
I do agree with that.
And it's technically his fault.
Yeah.
Yes, sort of, kind of, yeah. He knows the clause. If you're not here on a session and for one reason or another and your character dies, it's not my fault. It's no one's fault, it just happens. Okay, in which case then, for the stream, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next week when whatever happens here continues to resolve. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.